Hey you guys, I just wanted to take a minute to make a little bit of a video regarding kind of navigating Canvas a little bit more because I did make some changes this semester. Normally I do live streams along with like teaching online. So I'll do the online class, which I also join with a live online class, but I'm not doing the live online class this semester. So I did need to make some changes for you guys, and I realized that it's kind of caused some confusion. And so I am going to do like a quick just navigational video for you so that you can see and understand kind of what I'm doing and looking and how the class will be set up a little bit more. And so let's go ahead and look at this real quick. Let me start something. Okay, there we go. So when you open Canvas, you're going to see this Miro board here. If we click on it and go into it, this is a Miro board that I have set up in the past, and this just kind of translates throughout the rest of the semester. It's just good for you guys to have like consistency. You don't really have to worry about this part yet. We will get to that later, but like knowing kind of these rules, these are just general notes for you guys that I think will be beneficial, and that way you guys don't have to take the notes because they're here pretty much for you. So that's what this Miro board is. You can always click over here and create your own Miro board, which will be great for you guys when it comes to like planning out your projects and stuff. I'm never really going to ask to see these, but it is still really good to utilize and to have, and that way you guys understand a little bit about project like ideation software and like brainstorming software essentially is what I would call it, even though that's going to not be the correct terminology. And so announcements are obviously going to be where I'm going to announce any changes or any um, like thing that's going to be important for you guys to know. Like the lecture, like I have to re-record a section, um, having difficulty with that part. And so I'm going to be updating that here shortly. But and I'll put an announcement once that updates into your project. But mainly what I want you guys to look at is the modules tab here and kind of how we're going to navigate through the class with these. So your class videos, these are going to be lectures that you guys will want to watch. I actually suggest maybe what I'm going to do is move this below here. But what you'll want to do is you're going to want to check out the coursework module first. So you're going to click on here. Like for instance, here is our first project that we're going to be working on. And it'll tell you, your due date. So it's due by February 14th at midnight. And it's only available until then as well, and you'll upload a file. So you'll start your assignment. It's always going to say when you see videos within there, you're going to want to click the link and not the actual video because it might play it kind of funny. But here's the kind of introduction to the, let's see. I'm going to want to change this right here because it's really just introduction to kind of like the ball bouncing project in general, not just After Effects. So I'm going to update this here in a second. But I put here that the lecture for the project, it's located under the class video tab under modules, right? So if we were to go back and you had that class video tab up at the top, and then it tells you which one you're going to want to start to watch. So lesson 2, the bouncing ball project, right? And then this kind of is an overview of what you're going to be creating for this project. We've got a few different bouncing balls here. We have a hand-drawn one. We have one this one is created in Adobe Animate. The second ball here is created using more like a software that does the tweening for you, which you'll learn about as well. And this is After Effects. And then this one here will be slightly different, right? This one's done previously in Cinema 4D, but since we've been switched over to Blender. And so it won't look exactly like this, but we'll do something similar, right? So course competencies, it's going to tell you you're going to need to design the background graphics, aesthetically, an interface with outside sources. You're gonna execute cell block and cell sequence of aesthetically designed animations. And then it just kind of gives you a little bit of an overview what we're going to be using 3 different softwares, like I was mentioning, to create 3 different ball bounces, all using principles of animation. And so you're going to want to go through this as well, probably before you start to watch the lecture, just to make sure you can download any templates or any kind of assets that I might have put in here. For instance, there is only one template that we are going to use for this project, and that is going to be for After Effects. So you can download this template here. You're just going to click on that link and it will download it, and then you guys can utilize that. This I'm probably also going to move over to the lecture section because this is part of the lecture, I would say. So just ignore this at the moment. Now, here it's going to tell you what I want you to turn in, right? Your deliverables. So you're going to want to make sure that you're looking at this list and checking things off of this list in order to make sure that you're turning in the project in the correct format and in the correct frames per second and size. And yeah, so you're going to want to go through here and use it as like a checklist for you. And then here is a rubric for you guys to also see how I'm going to grade it. Not all of them have this because some of the projects are a little bit more subjective, right? And the content is rigid. This one's going to be a little bit more rigid. I'm going to want to see things more closely related to the project. And the reason being is because we're learning about animation right away. And so we're not going to be focusing as much on design or concept of it. We just want to get into the basics of making something move and animating. Now, I will update this as well because as I'm going through the thing, I'm seeing like where I missed a couple of stuff when I was updating this. And so you're going to want to go through the rubric and just kind of read as well to see what kind of stuff that you're going to want to make sure is included in there in order to get 100 points on this project. And so again, what I would do is I would look at the coursework module and go over the newest like the newest information, written down information here. And then you will want to go up to the class videos and then watch the lecture for that week. Now, if you haven't watched the lecture on the intro to the software in animation, you're going to want to watch that. There's 2 different videos that you're going to want to watch. One's to the software, obviously one's to the animation. So you're going to definitely need to do these before you go to the next project. Now, ignore any references to Cinema 4D. Like I said in here, we discontinued using it. And so these are lectures that I had last year, which are the same. It's the same stuff we're learning right now, except for the Blender one, which I'm going to upload shortly. So with that being said, if we open the ball bounce project, I give a little bit of an intro to this, and then here are the links for the After Effects and the Adobe Animate bouncing ball, and then the 3D lesson I'm going to post soon about Blender and kind of getting you guys introduced to Blender as well. So it's going to be a little bit of like a mashup of what you guys need to learn here, right? Because it is a lot, right? And we're learning 3 different, we're kind of just breaking into the basics of the 3 different softwares that we're going to be working in primarily. And so it's going to feel kind of content heavy at the moment. But if you open up the videos, they are times, I put them on a timestamp so you guys don't have to watch all the stuff that was previous during the live stream that will not pertain to you guys at the moment. And then next week is when we're going to have our first participation grade. So I will probably be posting that shortly here so that you can do it. It's going to be a short writing one is what we're going to do for you guys. So nothing too heavy. This will be most of what you guys need to do. And I will be posting the 3D one for Blender shortly here, and I will absolutely send out an announcement for that. But I just wanted to make this video for you guys because I noticed there was some confusion. Obviously that means that I wasn't doing my job properly, and you guys you know, there were several of you that had questions, and I don't want to leave you guys hanging, so I'm going to post this in Discord. I'm also going to link to it in an announcement on YouTube. Or I'm sorry, send out an announcement about this video and put a link to YouTube where the video will live as well. So if you guys have any more questions, go ahead and write me. And if not, good luck on the first assignment. I'm excited to see what you guys make.